Sadly, another shooting took place, this time in Louisville, Kentucky, at a local bank, which of course he worked for. The psychotic son of a bitch shot up the place, multiple fatalities and injuries, and of course, on his bio, he's got pronouns and he supports Black Lives Matter. Why am I not surprised? I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is what's next. Hey, what's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo. What's next? Your daily, of course. Happy Wednesday. I'm sorry, happy Tuesday. Excuse me. Hope you guys are doing well today. And yeah, I'm getting off to a late afternoon start, only because this was my day off and I had a couple of errands to do, namely mow the lawn and pull weeds. But anyway, sadly, there was another shooting, this time in Louisville, Kentucky, by one deranged son of a bitch who worked for the place of employment. Of course, it turned out to be a bank. He shot up the place. We have multiple fatalities, multiple injuries, but, and I'm not surprised by this at all, that on his bio, there is he, him, and of course, he supported Black Lives Matter. But a little background. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart, but before that, this comes out of the Courier-Journal. 6 people are dead and 8 others injured in a mass shooting this Monday at Old National Bank in downtown Louisville, and the city is still working to recover, of course, Tuesday. Louisville Metro police officers responded to reports of active shooter about 8:30 Monday morning. Deputy Chief Paul Humphrey said during a media briefing that officers at the scene at Preston Point building within minutes and killed the shooter. 4 bank employees were identified by police on Monday afternoon. Josh Barrick, Tommy Elliott, Juliana Farmer, Jim Tutt Jr. Police said late Monday that another employee, Dina Eckert, also passed away. Before Eckert's death, police reported 9 people, including 2 police officers, had been taken to University of Louisville Hospital. 3 of those were reported in critical condition at the time, including one of the officers, Nicholas Wilt. He was shot in the head and undergo brain surgery. Of course, now he's still in critical condition as he recovers, God willing. The other victims suffered non-critical injuries. 5 of the 9 were treated for gunshot wounds. Hospital spokeswoman Heather Fontaine said Monday afternoon, adding that 3 had been released. Eckert was pronounced dead later that evening. Now we go back to Breitbart. Louisville shooter ID'd as a portfolio banker. Pronouns he, him. Then again, like I said just now, or just a little bit while ago, not surprised. The suspect who opened fire in Louisville's Kentucky Old National Bank had been identified as a 23-year-old portfolio banker who listed his pronouns in LinkedIn as he and him. He was an Old National Bank employee. Breitbart News reported that Monday, police were alerted to shots fired at the bank at 8:30 a.m. Officers arrived at the scene within 3 minutes of being dispatched. That's damn good. And exchanged gunfire with the attacker. This comes from Colin Rudd. Just in, Louisville mass shooter identified as Connor Sturgeon, who identified as he, him. I've said it once, I say it again, it's not the guns, it's the pronoun extremists. He's making points. 4 innocents were killed in the attack, and another 8 individuals were wounded. 2 police officers were among the wounded. The attacker was deceased after police engaged him as of late Monday morning. The Louisville Metropolitan Police Department did not know whether Sturgeon died via self-inflicted wound or by the police. WVAU 23 observed that the 23-year-old attacker attended the University of Alabama in the fall of 2016 through 2020 of December, graduating with a Master of Science in Finance. Viewer discretion is advised for this. You hear the officer say active shooter. It was roughly about 2 weeks ago where we had a shooting in Nashville, Tennessee by a woman who was clearly mentally disturbed, who thought she was a he. 6 were killed, 3 adults, 3 children, at a Christian Covenant school. Funny how that's just pretty much disappeared off the landscape. Of course, now we have a situation in Louisville where a 23-year-old Master of Science degree earner in finance, he was no dummy. Further background is that, of course, he had he, him on his pronouns because, of course, you have to. And it turns out that he did support Black Lives Matter during the 2020 peaceful protests. So he gets some brownie points there. Sadly, there's always going to be repeats. And I said 2 weeks ago, a number of people have said 2 weeks ago that right after the shooting in Nashville, this was going to happen again. More are going to happen again. Evil never takes a holiday. I've said that before in previous videos. Evil does not take a holiday. Satan loves when things like this happen. He relishes it. He's like the guy poking his head out from behind a tree doing this, licking his lips. He loves it. So there will be those of us with thoughts and prayers, as we always do, because we actually care. We actually give a darn. And then you'll have those on the left who are more worried about the guns than the mental illness of the people who actually commit these horrific crimes. How long did it take for the left to yell out, "Oh, misgendering. How dare you misgender the Nashville shooter?" Within hours of it, USA Today and then legacy media followed right behind like lemmings, off a cliff. What are they concentrating now? How dare you look at his pronouns? So what? He supported Black Lives Matter. They've done so good. Look at 2020. How wonderful. But yet, you have multiple fatalities, multiple injuries, including 2 police officers, one who's in critical condition because he got shot in the head, who is recovering from brain surgery. But who cares about that? Again, we are in 2023, and it's still so up that it's all about the pronouns. I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is what's next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below, like it, share, subscribe to it. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss a thing. And I know my prayers and my thoughts are going out to the families in Louisville, just as they were in the families in Nashville. And we'll see you next time. Peace.